You're listening to Rocket Night.
Are you ready? Hey, tonight I'm gonna take you on a little trip. We're going down south by the mighty Mississippi. I'm gonna take you to a place where lights never dim. Bring your mother, your brother, and your best friend. I'm gonna show you where they dance out in the street. They'll tell you all about your body heat. Not gonna talk about it, just gonna do it. Get on down if you feel up good. Now, get on down.
I would like to thank you, Simone, so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Pleasure's all mine.
I have the new album, and it is quite good. I did buy it.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
And I like it a lot. Can you tell me the album's concept, how the album's concept came about, and what is the message you're wanting to convey in the new album?
Well, the idea behind Holographic Principle basically is that we're living in a holographic version of higher reality, and that through modern technology, the virtual reality glasses, one could come to see that it's possible to simulate reality so realistically that you cannot be sure what is real anymore. And it stems from Mark. He's the one who's interested in quantum physics and, reading the books and all that stuff. And I am more the skeptical one. We both write the lyrics, so I like to question everything. I'm not easily, persuaded.
Right.
But I do find the idea really interesting, and it's been kind of keeping mankind busy for many decades already. I mean, if you go back to, 15 years or so, the movie Matrix, which made a huge impact on a lot of people, and is also a great inspiration of mine for the lyrics, in particular, A Fantastic Parade. We all, I think, sometimes like to fantasize that this world isn't real, that there's something else, and and also figuratively seen, a lot of people like to escape this world into the world of music, the world of gaming, of watching movies. So there are actually already different realities, like everyone perceives reality in a different way, and even in our dreams we think it's real what we're seeing. So yeah, that's a little bit what we had in mind, and it's philosophical, scientific, spiritual, so yeah.
Well, it not only seems that you're wanting fans to listen to the lyrics, but you're also wanting them to absorb them as well. Is that correct?
Well, I'd like the fans to just read the lyrics and feel inspired by it. I don't want to push my opinion upon others. But the fans appreciate that Epica is always putting a lot of effort into the lyrics, that it's food for thought and not just, food for music.
And I've read all of the lyrics, and I was blown away because you don't see lyrics like this very often, especially in America. You don't see anything like this. So I very much welcomed it for myself.
We're still running. I just checked.
Oh, good. What I will do, since we are pushed for time, would you be able to give me a short version of the meaning of all the tracks until you feel like I got to go?
Like the musical, or more into the lyrical?
The lyrical. What is the meaning?
I can sense you're interested in that a lot. Well, my lyrics are a mixture out of, The Matrix, Inception, also a dream within a dream, realities intertwined with fiction, and the need to, like, for example, Edge of the Blade, the need to do everything as perfect as possible, strive for perfection, even though that's impossible. Songs like Once Upon a Nightmare, I'm just talking about the ones I've written, is a dark fairy tale, something my husband actually came up with. I asked him for inspiration. I had already some topics lined up, and he's like, I really like the Errol King from Goethe, which is a very dark fairy tale. You can look it up online. And I thought, hey, that's kind of cool. I love fairy tales, but this one is not having the best ending because basically the boy dies. But I like the fact that I don't like it. I have a lot of nightmares myself. So it was a little bit like, blink of an eye, right. Like once upon a dream, once upon a nightmare. I have a lot of nightmares myself. And I just thought that was a really great idea. Dancing in a Hurricane is about children living in war zones. Being a parent myself, it's heartbreaking for anybody, but as a mother myself, it's just very hard to comprehend. Which other lyrics do we have that I wrote? Well, Universal Death Squad by Mark is about the quantum robots, the killing machines that are being used in wars.
All the drones.
Yeah, the drones, but also, they're working on real quantum robots or that are killing machines. Well, basically they are the drones, but to take away the feeling of guilt when you kill, it's not. They are given the free will to decide whether to kill or not to kill. And that's a little bit the how do you say, we bite ourselves in the ass, like the snake devouring its own tail, because we create what will destruct us in the end. And that's the plus and how do you say, the pro and contra of modern technology and the robotic industry. I find robots pretty scary. I don't even have a vacuum cleaning robot. I don't trust them.
You think they might turn on you?
Yeah. They might suck me into a new dimension.
Right.
No, but I do think it's scary when you see what they can do already with also the robots that are there to help you clean the house for elderly people. And there's also many movies made about that. And the Holographic Principle title track I already explained. What else do we have? Immortal Melancholy is also a lyric written by me. It's a bonus track on one of the acoustic versions. It's also a sad romantic story about two people, a couple that are both really ill. One about to die real soon, and they both decide to commit euthanasia. It's like a story that happened to the best friend of one of my family members, best friends. And I also thought I'm always a little bit drawn to the more darker, dramatic sides. And our lyrics are definitely not about the birds and the bees. Beyond the Matrix, also about living in the present, enjoying life as it is now. Don't worry about the past. Don't look too far into the future. Break through the matrix, create your own world. And
Now, for you personally, when you first heard the album Back to Holographic Principle, what did you feel personally?
Very proud. Like when you're right in the middle of the recording and mixing, you're sometimes thinking it's too intense. You love the songs, you hate the songs. You don't know what to think about anymore. You can't hear them anymore. And then once you let go and you hear the final mix, and also with the right speakers, through a real good PA, like when we had our listening session with press end of May, I was like, ooh, I heard details in the music I didn't hear before. I was at the point where I could appreciate it and feel proud. And also when other people listen to it and they're like, this is really good, and you're like, really? I don't know anymore. When you hear that other people like it, then you're like, you can relax, let go, and appreciate it as well.
It's kind of like your photography.
Yeah, that too. I cannot work on photos too long, then I have to sleep over it and work on it the next day. Because after a while I just can't see anymore, same with hearing.
What do you think that you accomplished with your voice in the new album that maybe you didn't attempt in the previous work? Anything different?
Yeah, the biggest difference, I guess, would be that it's all, the melodies are more rhythmically in sync with the guitars, like the rhythmic section. The vocals and the rhythmic section are really, working well together. I think that made the vocal lines more interesting. And I explore all sides of my voice: the low, the high, classical, belting, rock, pop, everything. I try to show off a bit.
Well, and speaking of the guitar work is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really
really amazing. What does the new guitar player, Isaac?
Yeah.
What has he brought to the band that
a lot.
Maybe was different from, which maybe you didn't have before?
Well, he is coming together with Arjen, our drummer. So the drummer and guitarist, they came from God Dethroned. I think it's a death metal thrash band. I'm not 100% sure. But both of them, Isaac and Arjen, have been writing songs. Isaac has written the biggest amount of songs for this record. And that kind of made Epica evolve into a heavier side, or a heavier band. We've evolved into a real, we're still a symphonic metal band, but you can hear death, you can hear thrash, you can hear progressive. There's a little bit of everything going on in there. And of course the orchestral part, that's what we're known for. But we're becoming heavier with each record, and that's due to the fact that we have 5 songwriters. So all the guys have been writing songs. They were really busy.
And at that, what would you like to say to all of the fans before we close?
Just a big thank you for the appreciation, for the ears, the listening ear. And very thankful that we can do this job, make a living out of it, and do something for the greater good, I guess. Unite people, give comfort, make people feel stronger. That's the best thing about music. It's the best friend for life, I guess.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Rock at Night.
Thanks for the intro melody. It's called Get On Down by Billy Bass Alford. Thanks.